Guys, my name is Noni Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Constable Zungu and him being the star witness and the person that is supposed to be the reason everybody is an accused in that case of Senzo Miwa. Now, I want us to look at few things when it comes to that. Sorry, I just quickly, okay, sorry. I want us, I was switching off my phone so that I was putting it on silent or vibrate so that it doesn't disturb us. Sorry about that, I forgot to do that. Now, I want us to actually stop everything else because now we have a conundrum in this courtroom of Jadrata because of Zungu, Keninda, Baloyi, including him, Ujadrat. But that's not the reason for the video currently. Now, I want us to look at the hostel that is not the house. Now, we are trying to understand Uzungu alone is the only person in that hostel that came out and said, guys, I remember what happened on the 26th of October 2014. I was scared to talk. Where are the other people that are standing with Zungu? Because his family members were like, he is a lawyer. He's a lawyer. His father that gave birth to him said he's a liar. His brothers or whatever they are to him, abo, nephew, niece, whatever, don't tell you. People are saying that he's like nephews, he's lying. He's a liar. He's a liar. That's what they are calling him. Now, stop right there, Gesana, with all those thoughts in your head. Before we talk about any other things, we're just focusing on him. Let's not talk about the confessions because that is another conundrum. Let's not talk about the DNA. The drama that came with the DNA, it needed a strong person to actually deal with it. Let's not even go to the guns because the gun issue is something else. There was a gun, there was two, there was a sharp object, there was this. There's a lot of things going on there. Before we even talk about these long paragraphs that all seemed like one person was writing them, now I want you to answer one question when you are sitting at home. Who connects the hostel to the house? How is the house and the hostel connected? Because there is a massive difference between saying these men were together at the hostel and proving these men were the men who went to the Kumalo house and participated in the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. And ladies and gentlemen, that gap is where this entire case becomes fascinating because now we only have the star witness saying this and no one stands with him and it becomes brutally shaky, brutally weird. Everything, Jay, is becoming like, excuse you, what you mean now, right? Now let's talk about the hostel first of all. That bomb, yeah, hostel, Jay, let's talk about that. The state's narrative places the so-called accused together at the Fosloras hostel. That's very important. But presence is only the beginning. The prosecution must ultimately establish the chain. Yabo, the hostel, the movement, Kumalo house, intrusion, shooting, escape. All of that chain needs to be clear. And we are sitting here with even moving from the hostel to the Kumalo is very problematic. Okay? It's very problematic. And every arrow of that matters. But now, do you understand what's happening here? Hostel, they were there according to Zungu. And Constable Zungu alone, not just any Zungu, Constable Caesars Kumbuzo Zungu alone, according to him. Now, you still have to prove the rest, state, because okay, you've got Zungu saying that and it's him alone. The rest, okay. Secondly, now then we have Constable Zungu. Let's enter Zungu in the situation. That is why Zungu becomes such a crucial witness, a star witness. In his evidence, if his evidence is the bridge connecting the accused to the alleged events surrounding the hostel gathering, then his credibility becomes very important. But here is where now it goes deeper here in our channel because now we are like, okay, let me not even say Zungu is lying. Let me ask, which part of Zungu's evidence is independently corroborated by anyone? One single witness. Anyone. Which one? I'm going to wait a second, 1 minute. Because corroboration means something independent supports the witness, not witness Zungu or Constable Zungu state evidence repeats Tontoni, therefore Zungu is correct or is true, what he is saying. The real question is, what independent evidence proves what Zungu says? Dololo. Dololo kesana, luto. There is nothing. Now, the 2023 statement question also, we have a problem that the incident happened in 2014 and someone was already a cop at that time and someone could not put his cop cap and put 1 + 1 is equal to 2. He stated yes and only wrote a statement 2023 May. Okay, let's get into this. Now we get to the real uncomfortable issue. A statement made years after the matter inevitable raises questions, no matter what, about the timing, memory, source of information, and when the defense challenges whether particular details were independently known by the witness or emerged later through the investigation, that becomes something the court has to assess carefully. So the question that I have is, Umatikela, if a witness provides highly specific information years after the event, whether that information sounds true or not, now where did that information come from is a question. Was it an independent memory from Constable Zungu, information remembered after repeated interviews, information obtained from investigators or their material, or a combination of all those three things? That distinction matters. I'm talking about that because I'm going to show you something as I continue with the video. I'm going to show you. Now there is a photograph conundrum here that IQs 2 and 3 spoke about during their evidence. Okay, now let's bring the photographs. This is where now you guys, I'm gonna need you to slow down and hear me well. Photographs can potentially establish identity, presence, association, date, or context, but it does not automatically establish murder participation. Get that right. So if a photograph places an IQ somewhere, the next question should be, where was he when Senzo was shot? And then what evidence moves him from that location to the crime scene at the exact time of the incident? That's the gap that the state has and should be showing to the court. Now, those are the things that we are hammering on because they are not making sense. Also, you cannot sit and be suspicious of people just because you heard that they are Inkabis. You can't. Suspicion without being proven is not exactly a case that is going to stand still in a court of law. Okay? Okay, it's not going to help anyone. Now, I am not saying every state witness is lying. I'm not saying every piece of evidence is fabricated. I'm asking whether the evidence, when put together, establishes the required chain beyond reasonable doubt. Because that's the legal battlefield, beyond reasonable doubt. Not who looks suspicious, not who is an Inkabi, not who is a dangerous Inkabi from KZN, not all of those things, not who behaves badly, we know him, not who knew him, who, where, how, no, but can the evidence prove the murder connection? That is what we are looking for. Now, the evidential chain is also a problematic situation also in this case. That is always questionable, Kesan. If you say that these guys have something to do with it, if you remove all the links, the hostel, the accused together, the alleged plan, movement to the house, entry to the house, Senzo is shot, the accused are the perpetrators, escape from the scene. Put all of that together and make it make sense. Make it make sense, because the moment you start removing one link, does another independent piece of evidence replace it? Will be the next question that I ask, so that it makes sense. Now, because here is the conundrum when it comes to all of this. If Zungu is the bridge to the hostel, and the hostel is the foundation for the state's theory about the accused, then the court must carefully examine what independently connects all those 5 accused from that hostel to the actual murder crime scene. Because the hostel isn't the house, knowing each other isn't murder, being photographed together isn't murder, being at a hostel isn't murder. So show us the bridge as the state. When you're prosecuting the people and you have a star witness, show us the bridge. That is why I don't want us to get lost in all the noise. Focus. I want us to follow the evidence. Who puts them at the hostel? Who puts them at the journey? Who puts them at the house? Who puts them inside? Who connects them to the shooting? And what independent evidence corroborates each step? That is what we are asking. Because ultimately, the hostel is not the house. And somewhere between those 2 locations lies one of the biggest evidential questions in the entire Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Who connects the hostel to the house, and how? That is what we are looking for. Can Zungu do that? Because whatever Zungu says, it ends at the hostel. So after that, then do you guys have any independent evidence that connects these guys to the crime scene at the exact same time between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.? Show us the chain and make it make sense. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Because I am here saying it doesn't make sense. What are you saying as someone who watches the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial? I'll see you on our next video. Please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end, and I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.